Hello everybody and welcome back to Coach Craig's Sports. Today is Friday, December 3rd, and this is the NBA DFS video for today. So in this video, I'll be going over a recap of yesterday's picks, seeing how they turned out, talking about the injuries in play for tonight's slate, and then going over my picks for both FanDuel and DraftKings for tonight's slate as well. So we're going to start off with a recap of yesterday's picks. On the DraftKings side, we had Anthony Simons, $4,900, looking for 25 points out of him. He got to 1.5. He was a mess. He ended up getting hurt pretty early in this game, so just some unfortunate luck overall there. Trey Mann at shooting guard, $3,600, looking for 18 points out of him. He got to 15.5. He was a mess, only ended up playing 27 minutes. This game was a massive blowout. He figured since he was a rookie, maybe they let him play a little bit that blowout time, but just didn't end up happening overall. So if you had Ty Jerome instead of Trey Mann, you're doing a lot better, but unfortunately that's the way the cookie crumbled yesterday. Then at small forward, we had Alex Burke, $6,500, looking for 33 points, got to 33.25, so he was a hit. Then Bobby Portis, who did switch on to after Giannis was ruled out, last minute, probably about 18 minutes before lock. $7,100, looking for 36 points out of him. He got to 33.25. He was a miss, but probably not one that killed you too bad overall yesterday. And then last but not least, we had Jakob Poeltl at the center position. $6,100, got to 37.25, so he was a hit. So a really unfortunate day there, especially with Anthony Simons, but the rest of the picks were not too bad overall. Then on the FanDuel side, we had Anthony Simons once again. We were looking for 26 points out of him. He got to 1.5. Obviously, got hurt very early in the game, so he was a miss. CJ McCollum, his teammate, $8,000, looking for 40 points out of him. He got to 35.8. He was a miss. Probably not one that killed you too bad overall, but he only ended up playing about 32 minutes. There was a blowout there. If it's not the blowout, he probably plays 4 or 5 more minutes and definitely gets to that 40 points that we were looking for out of him yesterday. Then at the small forward, we had Lou Dort, $5,600, looking for about 28 points out of him. He got to 20.2. He was a miss, 25 minutes. And he was also a part of that massive blowout in the Oklahoma City Thunder game, so unfortunately he did not hit. Then once again, at power forward, we have Bobby Portis, $6,100, looking for 31 points out of him. He got to 31.2, so he was a hit. And then last but not least, once again, Jakob Poeltl, $6,000, got to 40.8, so he was a hit as well. So overall, just a little bit unfortunate day, especially with Anthony Simons' injury. A couple blowouts here and there definitely didn't help either. But with that being said, we'll get moved over to the injuries and play for tonight's slate. So we're going to start off with the Miami Heat, and they are essentially looking the exact same way they were the last time out. We got Victor Oladipo, Markieff Morris, Jimmy Butler, and Bam Adebayo all still out once again. Then for the Pacers, we got Justin Holiday, TJ McConnell, and TJ Warren. Obviously, the TJ McConnell one is the newest one there. Maybe see a couple extra minutes for Malcolm Brogdon. Maybe Brad Wanamaker, gets that backup run at the point guard position off the bench, but nothing too crazy there overall. Then moving over to the Cleveland Cavaliers, we got Cedi Osman out once again, and Dean Wade is listed as doubtful. For the Wizards, we got Rui Hachimura, Thomas Bryant, both out once again. Denny Advia and Aaron Holiday both listed as questionable to play. Game time decisions. We'll see what ends up happening with their situations. For the Philadelphia 76ers, we just got Grant Ryler and Ben Simmons out once again, so no changes there. For the Hawks, we got Daniil Hunter and Bogdanovich both out once again. No changes there. Cam Reddish listed as questionable to play. Game time decision. We'll see if he's back tonight or not. I wouldn't expect it at this point in time, though. Then we move down to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Patrick Beverley's out once again. Then Karl Anthony Towns, Jalen Noel, Jaden McDaniels are all listed as questionable to play. I do assume that everybody on this list ends up playing. Anthony Edwards, Jared Vanderbilt. Most of these guys have illnesses, but most of them are on the better end of dealing with those illnesses at this point in time. And I do believe all of them play last time out. Except Karl Anthony Towns, he is actually questionable. He's dealing with like a tailbone issue, so we'll see if he plays or not. Similar issue to what Jimmy Butler's been dealing with. Not sure if it's quite the severity of Jimmy Butler's, but if he doesn't end up playing, then we're looking at Naz Reid potentially in that starting lineup and looking like one of the better value plays overall on tonight's slate. For the Brooklyn Nets, we got David Duke, Joe Harris, and Kyrie Irving all listed as out. Supposedly, Nick Claxton's supposed to be back for this game. No idea what type of minutes he's going to play, as he's been out for quite some time at this point in time. Then for the Orlando Magic, we got the same 5 guys out once again. Michael Carter-Williams, Markelle Fultz, Jonathan Isaac, Etuan Moore, and Jalen Suggs, so no changes there. For the Rockets, John Wall, Jalen Green, and Usman Garuba are all still out. Kevin Porter Jr. listed as questionable to play. I did read a tweet yesterday that said he is expected to miss time, so I would not assume that he plays tonight. Christian Wood tweaked his ankle early last game, but expected to play tonight. Just keep an eye on that one throughout the day, though. Then for the Pelicans, we got Zion Williamson, Didi Lozada out once again, and then Josh Hart is questionable to play once again. For the Dallas Mavericks, Willie Cauley-Stein's out. I believe he's not with the team at this point in time, dealing with some personal things. Then Kristaps Porzingis and Frank Ntilikina are both questionable to play tonight. Porzingis did play the last time out, so I would assume that he plays once again tonight as well. The Boston Celtics have already ruled out Jaylen Brown, so probably going to see Dennis Schroeder going back in that starting lineup. Not too many other changes, though. The Utah Jazz do get Royce O'Neal back. Trent Forrest is a game-time decision, questionable to play. Not a major piece of the rotation either way, though. Moving down to the Phoenix Suns, that's the exact same thing that we did see the last time out with Devin Booker, Frank Kaminsky, Abdul Nader, and Dario Saric all out once again. For the Golden State Warriors, Wiseman, Thompson, and Andre Iguodala are all still out once again. No changes there. And then for the Clippers, we got Preston, Kawhi Leonard, and Nick Batum all out. They should get Paul George back, at least tonight. He was resting the last time out. And then for the Los Angeles Lakers, Trevor Ariza, Kendrick Nunn are both out. Anthony Davis, questionable to play. We'll see if he ends up playing. That's a weird one there. I didn't realize he was actually questionable instead of probable at this point in time. We'll have to look a little bit more into that throughout the day, see if he ends up playing or not. Avery Bradley missed the last time out, but expected to play today. Then LeBron James must have had a false positive COVID test because he is probable to play in this game. Obviously, otherwise, if it was a real positive, he would have been out for 10 days. So just keep an eye out on that one. I don't think it's anything major at this point in time, though. But with that being said, that's a quick little rundown on all the injuries in play for tonight's slate. There's definitely quite a few that we'll be having our eyes out on for the slate overall, and it could definitely open up some value throughout the day. But with that being said, we'll get moved over to DraftKings and talk about my picks over there. So at the point guard position, I'm going with Devonta Graham, $4,700. Looking for about 23, 24 points out. I got him projected for 25 points tonight. Early on this season, he was doing pretty well. Brandon Ingram missed a couple of those games and everything too, so doesn't have to be quite the offensive weapon that he was earlier on in the season, but I still think this is a good price tag for him and a decent matchup overall. Then at shooting guard, we're going to go with Landry Shamet, filling in for Devin Booker in that starting lineup. $4,000, looking for about 20 points. I got him projected for about 20, 21 points tonight. And it seems like the last time when Devin Booker did go out, he played most of the minutes, at least against this Golden State team. So I would expect a similar situation tonight. Then at small forward, I'm going with Eric Gordon. $4,900, looking for 24, 25 points. Got him projected for about 25, 26 points tonight. I assume that Kevin Porter Jr. is going to miss in this game. Eric Gordon kind of takes over that de facto point guard, de facto ball handler role in the offense. You see a little bit of Jayshawn Tate probably do some ball handling as well, but Eric Gordon's probably going to be the primary beneficiary. Against an Orlando team that's not the best either, he could have a nice little night as well. Then at power forward, we're going with Evan Mobley. $6,700, looking for 33, 34 points out. He's averaging 34 on the season. Got him projected for 35 tonight. Should be a decent little matchup against the Washington Wizards as well. And then last but not least, we're going to the center, Dwayne Dedmon once again. $4,800, looking for 24 points out of him. Got him projected for 28 points tonight. He's definitely going to have to be out on the court with Miles Turner and Domantas Sabonis both being in the game a good majority of the time for the Pacers. And as long as he's not getting in foul trouble, he should definitely be a value once again tonight. But if you go with these 5 players on the DraftKings side, you have $24,900 remaining, $8,300 per player, so you can definitely pay up for a stud if that's something you want to do. Find a mid-range play, find a value play to go along with them, or you can do a little bit more balanced approach, spread the wealth around, and see what ends up happening for you as well. Once again, there's probably going to be some other values that do pop out throughout the day, so these picks could change throughout the day. So if there's any changes or updates or anything like that, I will have an updated core about a half hour to 20 minutes prior to lock as well. But with that being said, we'll get moved over to FanDuel and talk about my picks over there as well. So we're going to start off with point guard Malcolm Brogdon, $7,800, looking for 39 points out. I have him projected for about 40, 41 points tonight. He's been playing very solid. As long as this game stays competitive, he should be a great value play once again tonight. Then at shooting guard, we're going to go with his teammate, an ultimate paydown spot here for Karis LeVert, $4,800, looking for about 24 points at him. That's about essentially what he's averaging on the season. A couple less guys in this rotation should help solidify his minutes just a little bit more. If he's playing, if he's making a couple shots, definitely going to pay off for you guys tonight. Then moving down to small forward, we got Kevin Huerter, $4,800, looking for 24 points out of him. We've seen, all these other guys not be in the lineup. He's going to get more shots. He's going to get more opportunities to score and everything like that. So when you're looking at him for $4,800, looking for 24 points, I got him projected for 26 tonight. I believe I didn't say Karis LeVert that I also have projected for 26 points as well tonight. Then at power forward, I got Montrezl Harrell, and power forward was really disgusting today on the FanDuel side. If Karl Anthony Towns is out, I believe Naz Reid has power forward eligibility. He'd look a lot better. But at this point in time, I'm going to go with Harrell. He is $5,600, looking for 28 points out of him. He's averaging 32 points on the season. We've seen him play very well at times. Cleveland's a team that's going to have to play big. Wizards always play one of the two centers at any given time anyways. So if Harrell's playing well, if he gets those extra minutes, definitely a guy that has a lot of upside tonight as well. Then last but not least, we're going down to Dwayne Dedmon once again. He's $5,500 on the FanDuel side, so a little bit heftier price tag. Got him projected for about 28, 29 points tonight. You're obviously looking for about 27 or 28 out of him, so definitely a solid option once again tonight. But if you go with these 5 players on the FanDuel side, you have $31,500 remaining, just under $7,900 per player. So once again, you can definitely pay up for a stud or two if you really want to. Find some value plays to play alongside them, or you can go with a little bit more balanced approach. Guys around that $8,000 price range, a couple above, couple below, and work things out from there as well. But with that being said, these are my picks for both FanDuel and DraftKings for today, December 3rd. As always, if you have any questions related to NBA DFS, be sure to leave them down in the comments below, and I'll get back to you as quickly as possible. Also, be sure to let me know your favorite play on tonight's slate, whether it's on DraftKings or FanDuel. Heck, if you want to throw Super Draft in there too, we can talk some Super Draft. Definitely down for that as well. But with that being said, if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing. Definitely would appreciate it. Helps to build the community that we're trying to build here at Coach Craig Sports, which is one that's truly for you, the viewers. Helping you with your DFS, whether it's NBA or NFL, helping you with your fantasy football teams. And then with that being said, if you are a new or current subscriber who's yet to do so, also hit that notification bell down below. It's going to let you know every single time I post up a new video. Like I've been saying, I post up daily NBA DFS videos just like this. So make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you get that notification bell turned on so you never miss a beat, never miss a day of NBA DFS. And also be sure to check back on these videos throughout the day as I do post injury updates as well as starting lineups throughout the day. But with that being said, that's all I have for today's video. Hopefully you all enjoyed. And then last but not least, special shout out to each and every one of you watching today's video. I truly do appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch this video. Definitely means a lot to me, and I hope each and every one of you has a great rest of your day.